Annyeong! Welcome to the third lesson in this series. In the last part, we learned 5 additional consonants and 1 more vowel, as well as another syllable block. In this video, we'll learn 2 more consonants and 2 new syllable blocks. We'll also do some additional practice using everything that we've learned so far. So let's get started. Here's our first letter, which is a consonant. To draw it, start at the top left and draw a line to the right and then down. Next, draw the second horizontal line below that, starting from the left and going to the right. Finally, draw the third line from the start of the second line, going down, then to the right. Although it might seem easier to just draw this letter like a backwards S, doing so can make the letter look unbalanced. It's best to draw this in 3 strokes instead of 1. Practice writing this on your own a few times. This letter sounds like it's between an L and an R in English. However, it's neither an L or an R. Instead, to pronounce this letter, position your tongue as if you were going to say a D sound, such as in the word dog, but make an L sound instead. If we combine it with our vowel A from before, we can hear that the sound would become la, la. And one more time, la. Notice that it's not law, and it's definitely not raw. Since it's pronounced using a different tongue position, you can hear how it's a softer sound. Here's our next consonant. It's simple to draw. Make a circle starting from the top and going counterclockwise. Practice writing this on your own a few times. This letter has 2 uses. First, this letter can be used at the beginning of a syllable to give an empty sound. Remember that in order to make a sound or a syllable in Korean, we'll need at least 1 consonant and 1 vowel together. So far, we've learned a few consonants that we can use with the vowels A and O, but we haven't yet learned how to make the sounds A and O on their own. We can use this new letter in place of another consonant to hear the vowel by itself. Here are 2 examples using our 2 vowels. Here we have the syllables A and O. Since this new consonant doesn't have any sound when it's used at the beginning of a syllable, we can use it instead of another consonant to hear the vowel sound directly. In this way, it acts like an empty consonant. But this letter has 2 uses, and its second use is at the end of a syllable. But in order to use this consonant at the end of a syllable, we'll first need to learn a new kind of syllable block. So far, we've only learned 2 syllable blocks, one for horizontal vowels and one for vertical vowels. But these 2 syllable blocks that we've learned only allow us to use 2 letters in each one. In addition, these 2 syllable blocks only allow us to use a vowel at the end of them. So in order to use a consonant at the end of a syllable, we'll need to learn a new kind of syllable block that allows us to use 3 letters instead of 2. Here are the 2 new syllable blocks that we'll need. We can use these syllable blocks, which each use 2 consonants and 1 vowel, to create syllables that have 3 letters in them. The left syllable block can be used with vertical vowels just like before, and the right syllable block can be used with horizontal vowels. Here are a few practice examples using these 2 new syllable blocks. You can pause the video here. Here are the answers. 감, 돌, 산, 납, 살, 손, 단, 홀, 잔, 볼. Remember that the type of syllable block depends on the type of vowel that you're using in it and how many letters are in the syllable. Now let's go back to our new consonant and talk about its second usage. When this consonant is used at the end of a syllable, its sound is similar to ng in English, such as in the word song. Let's take a look at a few examples. Try reading them yourself first. You can pause the video here. Here are the answers. 몽, 방, 상, 당, 항, 종, 랑. So at the start of a syllable, this consonant has an empty sound, and at the end of a syllable, it has the sound of ng. Here are a few more examples that you can read for practice. You can pause the video here. And here are the answers. 알, 옴, 안, 봉, 앞, 홍, 올. So let's take everything together that we've learned so far, all of our consonants, both of our vowels, and our 4 syllable blocks, and do some practice. Try reading the following syllables on your own. You can pause the video here. Here are the answers. 아, 오, 라, 로, 알, 올, 람, 롬, 잔, 상, 송, 돈, 몸, 놀, 낙, 손, 합, 족, 앙, 옹. Practice these 2 new letters on your own, writing each one individually, writing them in your own syllables, and then sounding them out. Remember that the key to learning Hangul quickly is practicing it as much as possible. Thanks for watching, and in the next lesson we'll learn several new vowels that we'll need to know. And I upload new videos to this channel every week, so click subscribe and follow along. 그럼 다음에 또 봐!